so many of the podcast guests I've had on reference 2020, 2021 as a pivotal moment in what they're doing now or how they pivoted. Some wrote books, some started a business, some sold a business. I think we're going to look back at it. And you see this now, even in our shared language, collective language, will say things like, oh, that was before COVID or
Oh
after.
yeah, it is a benchmark in history at this point. It's like pre-COVID, post-COVID.
It did something, I think, to the psychology of people that I think there's going to be potentially we'll look back and see that there was a lot of positive resolutions within the human spirit related to it. I highly doubt that was the design, maybe even the intent, but I think there was the human spirit isn't easily contained. And I think the challenges that were brought about by that time period, we're going to see a lot of positives from that. And you're going to see more positive stories. But on the other side of it, I think there is a solid argument to be made that the cure was worse than the disease,
Yeah.
meaning how we decided, how we thought was most appropriate to handle this was probably worse than the disease itself. And whether or not, I don't get much into the conspiracy theorist shit, and I just don't think humans are that bright, but whether or not this was intentional or not, I think fear and just general human behavior can explain a lot of how we tried to prevent the spread of the disease. To me, it demonstrated how weak our systems really are and just general lack of critical thinking